Imagine a world engulfed in heat waves. The air shimmers with an almost unbearable intensity, and the once bustling streets are now eerily quiet as people seek refuge from the relentless sun. The heat is not just uncomfortable, it is life-threatening. The sun, once a source of life, now scorches the earth. The ground is cracked and parched, unable to sustain the life it once nurtured. The relentless heat turns fertile lands into barren deserts. Rivers run dry, crops wither, and cities bake under a relentless sun. The water sources that once quenched our thirst and nourished our crops are disappearing. The impact on agriculture is devastating, leading to food shortages and economic instability. This is not a scene from a science fiction movie. It is the stark reality we face if we fail to address climate change. Natural disasters become more frequent and severe, and the environment suffers irreversible damage. We stand at a crossroads, facing a future that could be plagued by extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and mass displacement. Coastal areas are particularly vulnerable, with entire communities at risk of being submerged. The choices we make today will determine the fate of our planet and the generations to come. By investing in renewable energy, reforestation, and sustainable practices, we can mitigate the worst effects of climate change. The time to act is now, before it's too late. Every moment we delay brings us closer to a point of no return. The urgency cannot be overstated. Our planet's future hangs in the balance. Climate change refers to the long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts are primarily driven by human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. When burned, these fuels release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, trapping heat and warming the planet. The consequences of our actions are already being felt around the globe. Temperatures are rising, ice caps are melting, and sea levels are creeping upward. The delicate balance of our planet is being disrupted, and the consequences will be severe if we fail to change course. The impacts of climate change are far-reaching and devastating. Natural disasters such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires are becoming more frequent and intense. Sea levels are rising, threatening coastal communities and infrastructure. Food and water security are also at risk, as changing weather patterns disrupt agricultural yields and deplete freshwater resources. The health and well-being of millions are threatened by heat stress, respiratory illnesses, and the spread of infectious diseases. Section 4. Turning the tide. The challenges posed by climate change may seem daunting, but there is still hope. We are witnessing the effects of our actions on the planet, from melting glaciers to devastating wildfires. Yet, amidst these challenges, there lies an opportunity for change. We have the power to change course and create a sustainable future for all. By harnessing renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, we can significantly reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. It starts with individual action. Simple steps such as recycling, conserving energy, and using reusable products can collectively make a big difference. We can all reduce our carbon footprint by using energy more efficiently, driving less, and opting for greener alternatives. Energy-efficient appliances and electric vehicles are just a few ways to contribute. Adopting sustainable transportation options such as public transit, carpooling, and electric scooters can also play a crucial role in reducing emissions. Planting trees is another powerful way to combat climate change. Trees not only provide oxygen, but also absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate the greenhouse effect. As trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, they play a vital role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystem. We can support policies that promote renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power and advocate for stronger environmental regulations. By investing in solar and wind power, we can create a cleaner, more sustainable energy grid and hold our leaders accountable for taking meaningful action. Together we can turn the tide and ensure a healthier planet for future generations. Section 5. Our moment of truth. Climate change is not just an environmental issue, it is a human issue. It touches every corner of our lives, affecting the most vulnerable among us. From the devastating floods that displace entire communities to the relentless heat waves that claim lives, the impact is profound and far-reaching. It affects every aspect of our lives, from the air we breathe to the food we eat. Polluted air chokes our cities while droughts leave our farmlands barren and unproductive. The ripple effects are felt in our health, our economy, and our very way of life. We have a moral imperative to act now and protect the planet for future generations. Our children and grandchildren deserve to inherit a world where they can play in nature, breathe clean air, and enjoy the bounty of the earth. The time for complacency is over. We must rise to the challenge and make our voices heard. The power of collective action cannot be underestimated. We must demand action from our leaders, holding them accountable for the policies they enact. It is crucial that they prioritize the health of our planet and the well-being of its inhabitants. We must also make sustainable choices in our daily lives. From the products we buy to the way we travel, every small action contributes to a larger movement and inspire others to join the fight. Education and awareness are key. By sharing knowledge and encouraging sustainable practices, we can build a community dedicated to positive change. Together, we can create a world where both people and the planet can thrive. Collaboration and innovation will pave the way for a sustainable future. Let us seize this moment and create a future worthy of our children and grandchildren. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. Let's act with urgency and hope